Goblins ahead.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. And
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
You? There's a party on. Celebrating a raid, we are. Nice to have this across the mug. Ought to do it. Go on. Don't skimp, neither. I can't believe you did it! You stupid idiot! Go on, mate. Enjoy the festivities. You earned it. Who? If he ain't one of us, and if he's here, he's down in the pits.
If this is the state of their camp, how bad must the pits be?
Second tadpole and do that.
What a stunner you are, mate.
The voices irresistible. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless. Then there are three figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. You feel energy.
Don't give me that look.
The voice is gone. Muted by this Gith relic.
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Bull. I can't tell you anymore. If there.
Heavens forbid. We're all entitled to our secrets.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner. Talk to me later. We've got more pressing matters to see to right now.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
A stranger in a fair camp with the inn burnt to ash, so raise it your goblets and drink.
You! Move on!
Do as she says. Now. Now.
Why a tick? A friend of yours?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you. Come. Let's... I am...
Bah! You...
Wait! Wait!
Come on, pigeon!
Now, look what you've done.
Come on!
Of course.
An ripper, idiots!
You have to find housing before it's too late.
Yes.
I doubt these goblins care much for their prisoners' welfare.
Let's hope we find him in one piece.
Statue of Seluna. This ruin must have been dedicated to her. And now it's a nest for some more heretical symbols, of course.
You stink worse than a bugbear's arse!
You stink.
Stupid, dead bastard! Give him a good kicking! He deserves it! Yeah! Right in the nashes! You're all right. He killed my mum and dad! Made a bloody orphan of me!
Such insufferable shrieking. May we not kick the child instead?
I ain't bothered about it. Better off without them. Stupid old geezers should have put up more of a fight. Don't mean we can't enjoy putting the boot into this prick a stick, though. You think one of them nose up close?
Keep
Rotten scary. And no, with my brother. Swallowed him all. Yeah, they're awesome.
Maggots will be done.
no time to rest.
I'm talented.
What do you call a Draz knickers? Aye, get off! I killed him! He's mine!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Take him! I'll just cut your throat when you ain't looking, and get all your stuff then.
Sparky stuff for him.
Keep your distance, darling. Hardly a challenge.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I'm talented. Knock it back, lads. No slowing down.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
for you. Turn back.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Oi! We ain't said you pass! You don't pass!
This area is off limits. Perhaps the guard can be convinced otherwise. You'll best not try that again, lest your actions speak.
Already told you to bugger off, didn't I? Already told you to bugger off!
Careful, I bite.
Oi!
Already told you to bugger off! Bloody racket!
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We got 'em now, eh? And once the whelp starts singing, we'll know who sent 'em.
Aye, right people pay him a...
Tasty even better when you nick it out of their cold dead ass. His hand and crush it. Red. No more sparkly stuff for him. Then he lifts up this mace with his other arm. So I stuck my dagger in that one. No more problems from that one. Lads.
Trap. Be cautious. Trust no one. Oh, for a skeleton king.
get going. Looks like the booze got the better of them. That wall's barely holding together. No time for mercy.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Happily. And the dwarf just
This area is off limits. Perhaps the guard can be convinced otherwise.
Keep it up, one.
I wonder what's past this.
It don't look so scary now. Keep it up, one.
This area is off limits. Perhaps the guard can be convinced otherwise. The guard is impassive. Your little speech was unconvincing.
Don't give me trouble now.
been caught trying to flee your imprisonment. Choose your next move carefully. A quick transaction and your problem is miraculously resolved.
Keep your hands steady, 3.
Stop them! Free me!
Again! Again! Make it squeal again.
We're juicing it up. The beast came in here with those robbers, killed Dink and Mince too. Boss is thinking of serving it to the wargs.
And it makes funny noises.
We made it squeal.
Look, you'll see. Give me that rock. I'll show ya.
Time for blood! Light on my feet.
do another one.
Your escape has been cut short. They say freedom has a...
I tell you, the scrying eye was looking at me all strange.
Right. What would some drow wizard in Moonrise want to look at you?
Scrying eye. Best not to do anything suspicious while it's watching.
Give me your beautiful eyes.
What do they need to be looking at any of us for? I was the underdog, mate, and I got the
Smells like
heel
flesh in here.
inside you.
I only hear her through you, priestess.
Now here's somebody special. Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arms so lets the faithful recognize one another quick sharp. And it's charged with magic. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting. Hold still.
As pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become intact. Darkness seems to swallow the temple. Vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls, God. Do you hear
Why do
the
they think they're
absolute
talking to a
voice?
god?
Do you feel her inside you?
I only hear her through you, priestess.
That's because
That the jingle of coin I hear? Already turned quite...
You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
pleasure.
At least give me a sword!
We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop complaining! I'll send my rats up. But no.
Please, stop!
Here to see.
Say we'll take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Think you can do better? Go on then, have at it! What? You shy or something? Fine. Muck it up, and the drow will have your head. Come on, Crush. There might still be a slurp of ale. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Yeah, beating it good. What? The prisoner? Oh, forget about him. There'll be more of them soon.
Not for communal use.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine. Keep him safe. Listen to what's it to ya. Hey, he don't mind. Keeps him safe from me mates. Raids make 'em rabid. Then catch one on your own.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
More than you've got, mate. I likes him. But, how much do you got? Pigeon's worth more than that times a begonian. See?
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Take him for a joke, why don't ya? And don't let the lad snatch. Bring him back when he's all tuckered out. Here's the key. Pigeons all...
Look at this! A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious... I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. That will sound... Once we mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Why, by design, my friend. How better to learn the ways of a people than to live? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'll be happy to share my... Smashing! I'll slip away when the coast...
Gonna push us around anymore.
Obedience. Follow my teachings. Follow Ragsling's.
I command you.
By Vlaakith's blade.
Nothing.
The hobgoblin turns to you. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once the elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam.
If it isn't a true soul devil.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This mind flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp, her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp. Your skull sizzles with...
I speak for the Absolute, and I say, you stay. I've got plans for you, boy. And there's no true soul yet who turned their back on the Absolute.
You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse, speak and say sooth. Lucan ok al koldek shulkokek.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer. Raxlin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Raxlin's voice, you ask.
Faerun.
Raxlin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, Control panels melting. Flesh pods spilled open.
Get on the hunt. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Killed you, freak.
Another vision consumes you. A memory, seen through the creature's soul-dead eyes. You see a clawed hand open a holding pod, devoid of flesh, only darkness.
That can't be! Wait! Hold on.
Ragslin pierces your mind, prodding for truth.
It's you. Yeah, you're right. You're a real, true soul.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it. And nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Trow was right. Can't let her get all of that glory. Like I said, I got plans for you. Report to the Drow. Minthar is the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her. Praise the Absolute.
No prizes for guessing what this weapon thereafter really is. The artifact.
If that's the case, we've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
Rivers and streams will flow with their blood.
embarrassing yourself before the Absolute with that muck on your mug. You smell like a crack. Do you think...
Keep your hands steady, Three.
Stop them! Free me!
Again! Again! Make it squeal like...
No! Free me! Time for blood!
Time for mercy.
Focus straight true. Concentrate. To let up. Your time has come.
Enhance breeds madness.
Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. You aided a bear without knowing if it would savage you. A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin.
Yes, but just Halcyon will suffice. Unbecoming to demand honorifics from the one who saved my hide. Indeed? Ah, not the most opportune moment, but given the lengths you went to, I assume there's some urgency. Come on then, what's the problem? Unless you'd rather wait for an audience of goblins. Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible? Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. You weren't speaking lightly when you said you needed help. Let me tell you what I know. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles. But I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure. I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated. I wish I could, but there's still work I've yet to finish. Blood I've yet to spill. I've no right to ask more of you, but if you could help me, I'd be free to join your journey to Moonrise. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected. My thanks. If you prevail, rare is the beast that survives decapitation. Help me eliminate the Drow Minthara, the Hobgoblin Draw Ragslin, and that perversion of a priestess, Gut. They are the ones holding these parasites together. Remove them, and nature will cure itself. There is no safety. Not while this rot festers. Once it is cut out, once the growth is secure, then I shall leave. Be warned. My presence could make things more difficult. I can only restrain my bear form so much. I won't be able to help but attack goblins. If I join you, we'll likely have to slaughter this entire place. You may want to use discretion when approaching the goblin leaders. May Sylvanus guide your hand.
Can't give up now.
How can I help? Nothing a bit of magic can't solve. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Just trust me when It's been days since I last... And by that, I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. We've already done the finding. In fact, you know for yourself how hard ones... There'll be danger involved. Or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need. Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. I obtained it in Waterdeep. Nothing there comes cheap.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, my dear, sweet gods! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have...
is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. Your finger traces the arc of your lips. Wetness, sweat, blood, and saliva mixed into one viscous liquid.
Chukil gate vlaketh mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
I cannot trust my own mind, so it seems I must trust yours. I will wait, but know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
I came just in time. You are transforming. Yes, you have. I saved you before. And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a Mind Flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that. But only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream. Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us. Is there a reason you're such an... Did you actually want something? Or are you just here to spoil my fun? Who knows? Drow, mind flayers, death? But maybe answers, if we can convince the right people to talk.
My good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat!
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove an uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it. Very curious. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word? If so, we have far more to learn about the powers at play here. I hope your confidence proves well-founded. God knows we could use all the help we can get.
Need something? Then I'll see you tonight. You sweet, generous thing.
The Grove sported some rather interesting murals, I must say. They just reminded me of something half forgotten. It seemed to depict Lady Shah's warriors in combat. I hadn't known they were active in these parts. Not formidable enough to win the battle, it seems, but still, worthy of my respect. They looked like dark justiciars, an elite force among Lady Shah's ranks. Only the very finest proved themselves worthy of the title. What right-minded servant of Lady Shah wouldn't? Curious to see them depicted in such a place. Perhaps there's more to it. But there's nothing to be done about it just now. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah... It's difficult to say. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure. I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
drow wizard in Moonrise want to look at you for?
Certainly you won't be because of your beautiful eyes.
Follow Ragsling's orders. Obey the drow. Serve the Absolute, and you may be ready to figure out what's going on with those shadows in your head. You've come to the right place. With the Absolute's will, I can fix. Let's deal with this in my chapel.
Oi! Priestess! We want the mark!
Yeah, ain't we good enough for the Absolute? Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around.
Watch your back.
Pick a fight.
That won't work.
Another fight. Let's go.
Again.
I will ascend.
Try something else.
My good... Quite the cozy setup you have here. It's...
Volo carefully holds one of the needle, finds the gap between eyeball and hinge. The needle...
Oh, bother.
Volo slowly brings cold tap.
Do you feel that? Ha! I
He pours it.
There appears to be an amount of... Please. Try it. I'm terribly sorry.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Master, I'll never forget him.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream. Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us. Exactly. Waste not, want not. Even when it comes to mind flayer parasites. Now, was there anything else? I was so hoping you'd say that. Until later, then. Who knows? But maybe answers.
My apologies. She told me. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word? If so, we have... I hope your confidence proves well-founded. God, your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate... I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer. Think of it as... tribute. The kind a king might... As long as I pay, there will be peace. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
The groves, they just reminded me of something half forgotten. It seemed to depict Lady Shah's warriors in combat. I hadn't known they were not formidable. They looked like dark justiciars, an elite force among Lady Shah's ranks. Only the right-minded servant of Lady Shah wouldn't. Curious to see them depicted in such a place. Perhaps there's more to it. But the wound on my hand, it never quite heals. And I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. I don't think... Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Serve the Absolute, and you may be chosen.
No.
Ready to figure out what's going on with those shadows in your head? You've come with the Let's deal.
Oi! Priestess! We want the mark!
Yeah, ain't we good enough for the Absolute?
To fight.
Nothing will stand in my way.
That won't work.
I will ascend.
Again. An illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look. This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how. Don't worry. You won't come to harm. I'll protect you.
To offer everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential, pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
So, you've indulged. Just helped yourself to a little more power, I see. And there isn't a tentacle to be seen. Not a bad deal, I'd say. My only complaint is that you didn't want to share. I wouldn't mind indulging myself. Excellent. I'll have a rummage around and help myself in my own good time. Thank you. Your generosity is a...
It was bad enough having just one of those tadpoles forced upon us. I can scarcely believe you actually inflicted another on yourself. Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life.
Kincha, no good will come of devouring.
Don't worry. You won't come to harm. I'll protect you. You are not ready. That's all right. But try to overcome this resistance sooner rather than later. It will make things much easier.
You know, if that parasite isn't to your taste, I'd be happy to consume it in your stead. I don't relish the thought, but if you're going to just leave it sitting in your pack, well, one of us should try it. Oh, I have my reservations, no question. First of all, it looks disgusting. Second, there's a non-zero chance that it'll turn me into a purple glistening monster. But if it doesn't, who knows what kind of power we could unlock. And power is always worth a little risk. Excellent. Thank you.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones? Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of this dream companion. Wanted me to use the tadpole. Use its power. It seems like we can't escape this mess. In the waking world or otherwise. Quite the understatement, but yes. I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact, though it turned out that's all I know. That's all I need to know.
What's he doing? It's just the same.
Drow wants to know exactly where those adventurers came from. What are they doing?
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already failed me once.
Ha! Gone here, fool, did ya?
Question.
You won't think to be a beautiful eyes. Lost!
Raiders are just waiting for the word, mistress. We're ready for anything.
And the prisoner?
We're still working on him.
Prisoner will talk, your ladyship. Spike always makes him talk.
Tongue, its spikes I'll be removing.
Picks a fight.
Do you think the dwarf...
Try something else.
No choice but to keep going.
Parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Prisoner will talk, your ladyship. Spike always makes him talk.
If he doesn't, I'll cut out his tongue.
If he don't have a tongue, he can't tell us nothing.
The prisoner can keep his tongue. It's spikes I'll be removing.
Pick a fight. The consequences are hardly surprising.
Try something else.
Smoke 'em out, no problem.
prisoner'll talk, your ladyship. Spike always makes him talk.
If he doesn't, I'll cut out his tongue.
If he don't have a tongue, he can't tell us nothing.
The prisoner can keep his tongue.
You're violent.
Try something else.
What should I do?
What do they need to be looking at any of us for, is what I'm saying?
The slaughter. Moving.
wonder what the next move is.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
What now?
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Well, hello.
I've got a long road ahead.
Honors you. I slayed her enemies.
Call himself a master. Would have thought he'd be more creative.
Please, please. Let me out. I was with... It's called the Night Song, but they ambushed us. I didn't think a pack of goblins could be so efficient. I don't know. He just said some wizard called It should be here somewhere. The place was supposed to be abandoned when we arrived. I'm not sure. But Brian had instructions, but please, these shackles. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please, hurry.
What's he doing? It's just the same thing, over and over. Bet you couldn't make him sing a...
still alive, so that's a progress.
Man, you could do better than that!
Don't draw any attention.
Didn't he call himself a mum? You got candles?
I don't fancy tasting this thing. It looks right mean. Has it even a bark?
Got wings. Reckon it can fly?
No, too fat.
Looks like the booze got the better of them. They're practically unconscious.
nasty stuff for him. Sad is stick. What's a tick got to be sad about? Away from the merchandise. Reckon it can fly? No. Too fat. This is making my head hurt. But it's massive. It's still just a babe. It don't feel right messing with it, is all. One more round. That's a long word. That's right. Keep drinking. You lot spend nothing. Up. I don't fancy chasing this thing. Right here. Huge thing. Has it even a bone? It's got a big like any other chicken, don't it? That's a long word. Oi! Here, help us out. Says here that goblinoids are obstreperous and malodorous. What's that mean? Bit confusing, 'cause it says still, only other stuff to read round here is the filth clagger scrawls in the latrines. That's what the bloke who wrote this said. Proper impressed by my brain smarts, he was. Said he's writing. Think they've looked. Well, I had a good chinwag with him, though. Interesting bloke. I ain't finished with it.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
This is making my head hurt.
That might be worth a look.
Oh, heck. My head hurts bad. You crash about like a drunken ogre. I'll rip your tongue. Break your legs. Make you quiet.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
The Absolute. Do not disturb me again, true soul. God's heck. Oh, rip.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I do not.
No one's stopped me yet.
Boy! Who took the innkeep free? You look like looking to spend it. Get moving.
No, go inside. Inside.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Zane, those eyes.
Eager for battle. wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Over here.
Victory awaits. Let my name be known.
Can't give up. Onward.
Time to press ahead.
Shall we cut and run? Sounds like fun.
Time to strike.
I'm ready.
May the gods take you first.
Go for the throat.
My energy wanes. Time to rest.
Something over there.
Interlocking circles with moons and stars. This must be the seal mentioned in that journal.
Better take a closer look.
That might be worth a look.
May the darkness protect you. Lady of Sorrows, guide us.
Need something? Pleasure.
You, one of you, casting aspersions on the Absolute. I'll tear out your tongue and cram it up your faithless arse.